Hello and welcome back. A new Fluke Friday today, and this time it is the 20 series and the 70 series. Some of them are exactly the same, only the color is different. And the 20 series we already did the 25 and the 27, so now we have left over the 21, the 23 and the 29. I don't have all of them, so I will show you a few. And the 70 series, it's a big series, and depending also on the series within the series, because you have a type 1 and type 2 and type 3, some even a type 4, then they start to look completely different. So let's just start with the start. Little disclaimer, this video is not sponsored by Fluke. These items are not original, but I made this for the purpose of this video because I'm a fan, and of course because of the copyright. It will not be for sale. Here we have them all in different packages. Series 1, Series 2, and some even in a box. So let me take those out first. Here we have one in a case. I can take that out. And a quick difference you see already. Let me zoom in on that. If you have a Series 1 or a Series 2, the Series 1 has this square bumper. You can see that here, and you can see that here. And the Series 2 has this more round, like the 385. But in the end, the meters are the same. So here we have them side by side. Yeah, the biggest difference that you can see already is between the 20 and the 70 series is purely the color. And of course a few options, but if you look good, then you can also see, wait, the 23 and the 77 are even exactly the same, only the color. And then what is the thing with this 20 series being yellow and the 70 series being dark, while the rest of the 20 series here is a lot bigger, this 25 here. And the 25 was even in both the colors. So here they kept the number the same, they didn't change the color. And suddenly when they had this 23, they made the black 77. I read somewhere that the yellow one, oh, it's nice for home use, it has a sweet color, and then the dark one is for the professional. But I think later they completely let go the idea because yellow became really the color they wanted to use, because yellow, Fluke. And there is also, this is the 23, but there is also a 21, and the 21 is then more like the 75. And I will make a list of all the specifications of all those. But first let's go through all the meters. So let me go through all the numbers. I collected a lot of pictures because I cannot collect all the meters. Well, maybe at some point I have, but it will become silly because they are very, very similar. And only there are a few numbers that are different. Again, like the 25 and the 27, they were different and still they were in the 20 series. Well, we have the same with the 26 and the 28, but I will show that later. So if we start with the 70, that is the most simple one, and it doesn't have any current measurements. It can only do the basic functions like the voltage and the ohms. And I didn't find the series 1 of that, only series 2 and the series 3. Then we have the 73, and in the 73 I could find a 1 and a 2, and then the 3 series. And the 75, which is also the 21, only a different color. I could find the series 1 and the series 2, and again the 3 series different. Then we have the 77, which is also the 23. I could find the version 1 and the version 2, but there is also a version 3, which is different, and from the 77 even version 4. Also, I find different suffixes, and that were the AN version and the BN version. What is different? I don't know. I know about in the other series that is an FM, and an FM that is sort of true RMS, but AN and BN I have not found. Then we have the 79. The 79 I could not find series 1, but I did find the series 2. I have a series 2 here, and also version 3, but that is again a completely different look. The 79 is also the 29, and those are the highest specs of this series. And I found some more rare. I only found pictures of that one. I forgot if it was a series 1, 2, or 3. But there is also a 76, and the 76, it also has true RMS, and I'm not sure if it is a 75 with true RMS or a 77 with true RMS. But being there in between, I would guess it is a 75 with true RMS. Also, there is a 78, and the 78, that is an automotive one. But then we have a few 20s left that I didn't show, and that would be the 26 and the 28, and they look like this. And then we have the rebrands. I think Fluke sometimes allows other companies, third parties, to put their name also side by side and sometimes even replaced. I've seen one from RS, I think even from IBM, and I have some pictures here from others. So there were a lot of pictures and talking. We will zoom in on the meters that I do have here, and we can compare a bit open and clean. And meanwhile, I also made a huge list with all the whole 70 series with the 20s there, and with the 1, 2, and 3 versions of it. So I will put that for download. Let's have a look at the meters. Let's just start with the 73, and you can immediately see the difference with the 75. All the counts, by the way, of all these meters in the 20 and the 30 series, except for some of the versions 3 and versions 4, they are all 3200 counts. So in that sense, the meters are completely the same. Here you can already see that there is one hole missing with between the 73 and the 75. Here is no low current measurement, and the 70 doesn't have this current at all, so then you only have this. So that's the biggest difference between these. And then what has the 77 extra? Well, what can we see? Here the button that we have is the range button, but here it is also the touch hold. Not surprisingly, because it is the same meter, only a different color. The 23 has, of course, also the touch hold. And then we have the 79. Well, the 79 is also a series 2 because I couldn't find a series 1. But this one has a few extras. compared to the 77, and that is here you have the 300 milliamp setting, and here it's 40 milliamps, so it can go with lower currents. We have the hold function. It can also do caps, and that is an extra. This one doesn't have the caps either. And it seemed to have a 40 ohm setting. I'm not sure what that means, but you can then, maybe it's better for lower ohms values. Maybe it runs with a little bit higher current, or it just means that the continuity tester just starts beeping or stops beeping above 40 ohms. That I'm not sure. I didn't read about this, but it could be a special setting for lower ohms values. Okay, well, let's open them. Would be interesting to see, just as a quick check, if we compare the 73 and the 75, is the hole really missing, or is it only just covered? And another interesting thing is maybe to see if the 23 and the 77 in the inside have exactly the same board. Well, let's first see if they even work, because I didn't check that. So, okay, switch them on. Well, they have this slow boot. This one is different order. It also can measure frequency, I see. Hertzes, capacitor, so that are the extra things. This display is not that well, it's not that easy to read. And it almost seems that there is a digit extra, or at least in the default setting it does show the first digit. Well, they should have just as much. No, this one, instead of, these have all 32 counts, this one has 4000 counts. Now we can check that. Let's get LVO2. Okay, putting 1.3 volts, and then going up to see if the counts are good. So it should be able to see that. Nice bar. Yeah, it is 399. That is good. I go a little bit up. Okay, and if I go one more up, then it will switch our range and we will miss a digit. Here we go. Yes, does exactly that. So that works. Confirmed. 3200 counts. Same here. $3,200, and the readout is good. Same here. Oh, up. And one more, and it would switch over. Okay, but now on the 79, it should not. It should switch at 4 volts if it is really 4000 counts. So let's see. Now we go. Yes, it is at least more. Here we go. Yeah, there it was. Okay, let's do quickly milliamps. I'll switch them all over. That would be this one and this one. 3 milliamps, 299. This one is a bit harder because I don't have the lower setting here, so it is not doing anything. It's not visible. This one, 3 milliamps, and you can see the bar going up. Same here. And here we probably have a digit extra because we have the 40 milliamps and we have the 4000 count, so hopefully we can see some zeros extra. And I have no readout, so or my fuse blow or I did something wrong. No, this one works. This one doesn't. Do I have to switch it to milliamps? Probably the fuse is blown. Okay, well the fuse is broken. So, but it are these huge Fluke fuses. And yeah, I only have these. So I thought, okay, I take one from my 23, but a little fuse is there, a little fuse, and not these huge Fluke fuses. So how am I gonna solve that now? Well, I probably I only want to test the lower setting, so I can just probably take this one out and put it in here. Then it is fused with 10 amp at least. But I want to see if it is if I have this extra digit. So let me just close it. Oh, what happened? Why it doesn't want to close? Okay, the fuse is gonna be complicated because I don't have one. It is 1 amp fast. So I was thinking I just put lights maybe for a lower voltage, because this is for 600 volts and this one probably for 250, but it is half an amp fast. Well, it needs to be for 40 milliamps. So okay, maybe this can fit, but of course it is too not thick enough. So I was thinking, yeah, maybe I just put this metal and solder that fuse in there. But then I was thinking I also have these electronic fuses, but these are all slow. And my lowest value here is 500, but it is slow and I want it fast. And then I have another one. These are also electronic fuses. And this one is 125 milliamps. And I think I'm gonna put this one in. And if I solder it on the outside, then I don't damage anything. If I later want to put the original fuses back in once I find them, if they don't cost a fortune. And I will solder it on this side here. I have more space if I take the battery out. Oh, I just broke the whole battery thing, I see. Okay, sweet. Okay, well, we need to fix that. I will see how. But now I have more space to solder the fuse in. Okay, well, first we fix the battery, because that just broke off because of oxidation. It doesn't seem this battery, but probably the battery that was before in it. I bought it as it is. This is the first time I open it. But maybe I can just solder. I put some alcohol. And I just try to solder this. I can put maybe a little bit of maybe with a little bit of flux, I can just re-solder it. Can I solder it on top here? Maybe. Let's see. bigger multimeter. Yes. Yeah. Clean this. Alright, there is a hole, so I can also put a very little screw maybe inside. And then just with the nut on the other side, and then it's also stuck. And then I can try to solder it also. Okay, well I need to clean that a little bit better. Okay, soldering iron is heating. It seems to be stuck. At least it is positioned. I have some flux here. I bought this in Ali. But I also have something here. And this seems more like a paste. I think this is more convenient, so I will try this. Okay, well let's see if I can put a little of that stuff in. There it goes. Oof, I need to push hard, but okay, there it goes. Try to center this one. Okay, flux everywhere. Yeah. Okay, but it is there. Soldering, and let's see what happens. Hopefully it's possible without desoldering the whole thing. Okay, yeah. It does get stuck, but now it needs to be in position. Yeah. Yeah. Come. It seemed that it was stuck in that right position, and then it started to move. There's a little pin inside. Yeah, now it's stuck. Okay. Okay, we wait. Okay, that seemed to have worked. It seems properly soldered. Only it needs to be cleaned. I removed the old flux. So I was kind of lucky with that. Does the battery fit? Push carefully. Okay, that seemed to have worked. It seems stuck. Okay. Seems to my contact. Well, let's clean it. So, well, it does look good now. At least good enough for me. It seems stuck. It seems very nicely soldered, so that's okay. So I was lucky with that. And I just wanted to see if maybe there was flux that went to the bottom, and then I need the PCB out, but it seems stuck. And now I find out that there is a below this big fuse, the 15 amp one that is here, a screw. And when you take the screw out, this is it. There is a little buzzer here on the bottom. Not sure how that does connect. I don't see any springs. So. How does the bus? Does it have little springs? Oh, it has springs here on the back. Okay, it works the other way around. So here are little springs that contact here to the board. And it is for the 7X series, so that means all the boards are probably the same. Only thing that will be missing maybe a few components here, but this is the 79, so this is also a higher accuracy. So okay, well that seems all clean. I'm fine with that. How does that connect to the display? Because the display was not that bright, but can I take the whole display out? Where are the zebras? Yeah, they probably just connect here, the whole strip. Well, I checked it later. There's a little spring also here. Put this one back in. I probably need to move a little bit. Okay, let's put that fuse. We'll just put it on top here. Solder it on the back. Like this. And then I can always find the original fuse later. Not even that bad. It's not beautiful, but it's also not bad. Keeps exactly in the same space as the fuse would. And the clip here is undamaged, so you can put later the original fuse also. Put the battery back in. The battery seems no problem. So let's see if that still fits. It should. Okay. Put back together. Does it still power on? Yes. Okay. The whole idea was that we could have that extra digit. So here we go again. Do we now have that extra digit? Yes, we have. Haha, cool. And if I go a little bit up, we switch over to 4000 counts. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, back where we were. Let's put 2 ohms measurements. Okay, I can do ohms with this one. Yeah, 20 ohms is maybe good, because then it will just also, we can test the continuity. Yes, 20 ohms. continuity, yeah, and it says almost 20, which is good because this is emulated, so they can do that pretty good. Yeah, I don't hear a beep, but it says there is also no beep. Okay. Yep. Yep. Do we have a beep? And we have 20 ohms and a beep. This one I found out the 40. The 40 means that you can also make a zero measurement to compensate for your probes. I'm not sure if everything works because I haven't screwed it in. And look at that. Yeah, probably the board is not connected well. I need to push it. Yeah. Okay, but it does measure. Okay. Let me try this 40 ohms measurement. So what I need to do is put it to 40 ohms, connect it. I probably need to push it once. 1 second. Clip, that's the first setting. And now it should have been relative, yes. Okay, and if we put it now, yeah, it's more precise. We have this extra digit now. Cool. Okay, let's get the DMM check plus. To AC, first to DC, we switch it on. Well, you should switch it on for at least 15 minutes, but we don't have too many digits. So to AC, let's see if it's true RMS or not. Well, it should not, because it doesn't say FM either. So this is a block, so it would say 5.5. Yeah, that is correct. It should say exactly 5, but because it's not through RMS, it's a square wave. We have a little bit more. That is normal. And what about this one? Because it has a... But for the 4000 we are just too high, so it will probably just say the same. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that was a quick test with the little calibrators. Now I like to see the difference between the 23 and the 77, because it should just be the color only, and we can see if the 73 compared to the 75, or if it is just missing that pin, or it is just that the hole is not there in the front of the meter and the fuse is not there, maybe in the inside, and but it maybe still works. So let's have a look at that now. Well, the 23 is already open, and that should be the 77 if I'm correct. Yeah, that is the 77. So let's open that one too. Okay, so open, open. Spot the differences. Well, the cover is gone here, but it could have been just lost. That you can maybe pull that out. And hey, here is a fuse missing, and the 23 is there. There are slight differences. Well, there seems to be another slight difference, and that is that the 10 amps is not fused here in the 77, while it is in the 23, and they should be the same model, because the 79 is not, because that one is the higher accuracy. So they are not completely the same. Well, it even says here fused. This one is unfused, and the 300 of course is fused. Okay, second thing that is the display is not that bright, and I saw the same with my, what was it, 37, and the 37, when I cleaned the Sabras, it was a lot brighter, and this is kind of dim, and I would expect that if the battery is low that we would have a battery low indicator. But I can replace them maybe with this one, because this one is bright. Yeah, it's very well to read, while the other one is not. You can see the difference. So let's replace the batteries and see again. Very careful not to break it again. This system is not that nice, to be honest, how this works. Let's see if it is now better. No, it is not. It's still dim. Then I try to clean the Sabras. It was a little bit expected, because we saw that before. Okay, well, probably the same. Remove the fuse here. Then unscrew. And then the whole thing comes out. So let's put that away. Okay, so the display, well, it opens here, but it also opens here. And here we have a lot of contacts, so that probably goes with the Zebra here, I think. These contacts here and the contacts here will be going up, I think. But I can carefully just try to open this. Somehow I think it is completely screwed. Let's just try. Yeah, it's very long, so. Oops, plastic is falling out. Uh-oh. Ooh, more plastic is falling out. Whoops. Maybe it fell once before. Yeah, Zebras. Okay, well, on the display side it usually doesn't get dirty. It is usually on the PCB side here, because it has tin on it, and then it just gets dirty, oxidizes. So I'll put my cutting sticks. I was told by a viewer, don't use these cheap cutting sticks, use the cleaner room, because if you look in the microscope, you can see how much residue it leaves. It leaves a lot of cutting. So I did order those, and they will come. You can see there is a little bit of oxidation, not too much. And hopefully only doing this side is enough. Yeah, look. Yeah, and here I don't want to move, but I will just roll it. Then at least if there is a little bit of grease or dirt, it will be taken out. And that also makes that it doesn't leave too much residue. I just roll it. And I need a clean one to dry it. Rolling, rolling. Yeah, now I only don't know anymore which one is the top. I need to look in this one. Okay, it's here is a big part in the bottom and here is a sort of edge. And if I look here, the edge is down. So that means it is like this. Okay, now let's try to put it back. This component is weirdly turned. Put it back. No. Like this. Let's hope this is enough. Don't force the screw in. If you notice that it doesn't go, just retry, just as I did now, because I can now force it, but I'm clearly not in the right thread. Then you just go backwards and try again. Yes, and then you are. Because it is not a real thread, it's just plastic. Yes, here it goes. Okay. Well, hopefully that is enough. This spring got loose, but it was here. Where's the other way around? The big part in the bottom, because it needs to touch. Yes, okay. There was a screw also for this. Oh, nice extra. Spare fuse is there. What about in my, here also. I need to check if that in the 79 is also. Didn't even see. Let's compare these two. Okay, well the 23 and the 77 slight different, but it could be just a little modification, a little different revision. Chip saying this is revision, doesn't say this is revision C. So this is clearly a little bit of an older. Okay, let's put it back in. I will just take the candle that it is usually on the PCB side that has the problem, that it is, yeah. And it is dirty because of the soldering that I did. Yeah. Put the battery back in. How this works with the battery, it is, I don't like it too much, to be honest. And the battery probably pushes also the buzzer. Let's see if it improved. It did not improve. It is, well, slightly maybe, but not a lot. Yeah, then it's maybe on the top. I'm not sure if we're gonna break it completely. I'm a bit scared to open it a lot more, but it should of course be possible. How does this click? Does it click? Yeah, I think it does. Not a big fan of this. But it should be, because the display is somehow... Yeah, it indeed is like this, okay? Okay, now don't mix it up too much. Yeah, well, the zebras I already cleaned, so that is not a problem. Yeah, as I said, it is already stuck, so when it is stuck, it cannot really get dirty. I don't think we can improve it. I will take it out, but I somehow don't. Nah, it's really stuck. This is not the issue. Okay. Well, I need to try it at least, so I will take it out. But I don't think that is the issue. When it's stuck, it's stuck. I hope I don't kill the tracks, because then I just ruined the whole display now. Okay, clean that also. Okay, put some Windex on the display, put this back. You can do both sides at the same time, you see. Okay. Now, okay, let's put it back together, and if it is not better now, then I don't know how to improve it. Or I just killed the display completely. I never did this before on the glass, so I don't know how. Yeah, with a little bit of alcohol should be possible, I would think. Same here, don't use force. If it doesn't, just go backwards and go back in again. Yeah. Okay. Big fuse then. 15 amps. Oof. Okay. Display looks good. Inside is not dirty. Can close it up. Battery. Try the other battery again, maybe. Oh my god. I don't like the battery system. Let's repeat it. Okay, let's see. How is the display? No, it's not improved at all. Well, it is what it is then. Was worth a try. Okay, here we have them all together. The 73, the 75 and the 77. And indeed there is not much difference. Yes, here it is missing, but maybe if we put it and we put this component in and this one, then it maybe just works. But we need to drill a hole in the cover to make the hole here. But maybe it is just no, it's different. It's not just a sticker. We don't see the difference between the 73, the 75 and the 77, even though their efficiencies are slightly different. And D, C, that one I cannot see, but it is so little difference. Only the 79 is a little bit different, but that is because it is a Series 2. And also it is higher accuracy. So we'll just put them back together, clean a little bit. Also I will polish again the display because it really makes it look so much better. And again, I did it with this one. Look, it is almost like a mirror. I like that. I need to check which one was, the display was also a little bit dim, because there I also want to try to clean if it is the zebras or not, but I only will do the PCB side because we already did see indeed it didn't make too much sense. So everything clean, polish the displays. I think they look a lot better. So look at that. They can go in the collection. And I think the 79 was in the yellow body, so let's do that. Here they are all together, shiny, clean. So that's it. The Fluke Friday. This time we had the 20 series and the 70 series, and I show you some other models that I didn't have. We try to compare a little bit, and next time, I'm not sure it's next Friday, but it will be on a Friday, we have the 87 and the 878 calibrator. Yeah, they sort of are in the same series, that's why I'm skipping immediately to that one, and then later we come back in the 90. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.